about 3 days of hunger. Have you thanked God for the food you have received for 30 years? And know one thing, my gratitude is not for receiving or not receiving anything. It is simply an expression of the deep joy and love in my being. It is a choiceless and prayerful expression, that's all. When you live with overwhelming gratitude in you, you have found a space wherein nothing else is needed. It means that you have fallen into meditation. Then you will not worry about anything else. You are on the right track. Your mind is no longer a hindrance to your growth. Your mind has disappeared. The mind cannot step in because you are brimming from your heart. There is no space for your mind. And when there is no space for your mind, where will discontent come from? Discontentment cannot come from the heart. It is purely a product of the mind. Your mind always stands between you and existence. It prevents you from hearing, seeing, feeling and emoting with existence. Once you go beyond your mind and see the beauty of existence, gratitude will become your prayer and bliss your being. You will then enjoy liberation and permanent joy. And when you drop the mundane logic of your mind, you will flow like a river, choicelessly, effortlessly, joyfully with the flow of the current. You will then play your role and enjoy every moment of it. You will then understand that you are part of a wonderful drama, wherein the more sensitive you are to the conductor, the more effectively you can play and enjoy your part. When you go against the current, you need to put in effort and exercise choices. But when you go with the current, you don't need to make any effort at all. You will not feel tired. You will not feel frustrated. You will only feel a flowing lightness and joy. Everything will then appear beautiful to you. A small story. Nithyananda was on a cross-country rail. She spent all her time in the observation car, watching the passing scenery outside. An elderly lady was seated next to her. And Kanti told her that the best part of the journey was the breathtaking scenery outside. The lady shook her head, sat for a while looking out of the window and left. A little later, the lady came back, sat for a short while looking out of the window, then got up and went. After some time she came back again, and this time she sat behind Kanti. After a few minutes went by, she tapped her on her back and asked, "Excuse me, but do you see something that I don't?" We all miss the beauty of existence when we don't know how to resonate with it. We are all the time looking for reasons to enjoy, reasons to celebrate, questioning what we enjoy and what not. We have lost our connection with existence altogether because of this. Instead of feeling gratitude towards everything around us, we are asking and questioning all the time. We need to get back this connection with existence again, and gratitude can help bring back this lost connection. It can help you to find your roots once again. It can help you to commune with nature, with existence. A small story. A man prayed very hard in a temple one day. "Oh Lord, please give me 1,000 rupees for 15 days. I'm very desperate to receive it. I will return the money to you on the 16th day from today when I get my first paycheck." The temple priest was listening to his prayers. He felt very sorry to see him in that state, and he had 500 rupees with him. He put it in a cover and he gave it to the man, saying that God had asked him to give him the money. The man was overjoyed. He took the cover home and opened it. He counted the money and saw that there was only 500 rupees and not 1,000 rupees. The next day he went to the temple and prayed to God. "God, next time please don't send the money through the priest. Send it directly to me, because the priest took half of it. We take everything for granted and therefore remain discontented. Remember, life itself is a gift to you. Have you worked hard to get it? Can any of you say that you have worked very hard to earn this life? No. That is why we don't realize its value. We simply take everything for granted. Our bodies, our daily food, the beauty of nature. Everything is taken for granted. We ask God for gold rings, diamond rings. But do we thank Him for giving us fingers to wear them? With time, even the diamond ring will lose its value to us. One day, the geography teacher in a school asked her students to write down the 7 wonders of the world. All the kids listed the great wonders, the Great Wall of China, the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, and so on. One child was writing, and she kept writing, shaking her head and continuing to write. The teacher came to her and asked, "What happened? You forgot what you learned?" The little girl said, "No, I'm a bit confused. There are many more than 7 wonders of the world." The teacher was surprised and took her sheet and read it. She then read it out aloud for the class to hear. The 7 wonders of the world are: I can see, I can touch, I can smell, I can hear, I can taste, I can laugh, I can love. The class was suddenly filled with a penetrating silence. These small things are forgotten because we think that they are small. Everything becomes small to us when it is easily available. There are so many millions of people in this world who can't see, who can't hear, who can't talk or taste. We never think of all these things. We are always thinking of what more, what better, what next. That's all. A small story. Sheikh Govinda was traveling on the highway to get to his village. After just 1 hour of travel, his car jerked and stopped. He was panic-stricken and saw that he had run out of fuel. He walked a few kilometers, praying and sweating and panting, and finally came to a town. He spotted a gas station and explained that he was penniless but badly needed fuel to get to his village. They just turned him away. He then spotted another station on the opposite side of the road and walked to it and explained his situation. The manager of the bunk took pity on him and agreed to fill in a few liters free of cost. Then Govinda asked, "Can you give me the money instead? The station across the road is cheaper." Until something comes to us, it seems very precious and we remain in a prayerful mood. The moment it comes, it loses its value and we move on to another prayer. We always live with a what next attitude. We are unable to relate to gratitude because of this. For example, if we go to a shop and see a new type of alarm clock, maybe with some new features, immediately we feel that our life will be much better with those new features. We will feel that the whole quality of our life will change if those new features become available to us. We will feel that we will become a lot more efficient with this clock in our lives. And so we buy it and we take it home. After a few days, what happens? We won't even have the time to wipe the precious clock. The poor clock will be lying somewhere covered with dust, and you will even get scolded for buying it and cluttering the house with one more item. And you would have also moved to some other gadget, some other desire. Is it not? We always feel that something that we don't have is as big as a mountain, without which we cannot survive. But when we actually get it, somehow it becomes too small a thing. This is how we miss the wonderful attitude of gratitude in our lives. We keep running behind what next, what next. Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi tells God,